Shocked the nation. 26 colliers lost their lives in a flood at Huskar Pit near Barnsley. It all happened 150 years ago this Monday. What shocked the rest of the country was the age of the miners. The youngest was 7, the oldest just 17. The tragedy led to a change in the law to make sure it would never happen again. Barbara Govan reports.
It was on a balmy July day that tragedy struck the mining village of Silkstone. A violent storm broke, while underground in the tunnels of Huskar Pit, children laboured in the dark. Torrential rain swamped the steam engine that brought them to the surface, so instead the children walked up a ventilation shaft. It came out here in Knabbs Wood. This hollow was its mouth, but a swollen stream burst into the shaft. 26 were drowned. This monument in the graveyard of the village church marks their common grave. Hannah Taylor was the oldest at 17, the youngest, Joseph Birkinshaw, just 7. But it wasn't the last chapter in their story.
Take ye heed, and watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is.
George Birkinshaw.
Aged 10 years.
Rehearsals at the Oak School in nearby Barnsley for a specially written play. It's based on the inquiry that followed the disaster. That was ordered by Queen Victoria herself to find out more about these children of the dark.
I walk a mile and a half to my work, both in winter and summer. I get porridge for my breakfast before I come, and bring me dinner with me, a muffin. When I've done about 12 loads, I eat while at work. And on 24 calves a day, I can't come up till I've done them all.
To learn more about the child miners, these actors went down Knabbs Pit near Wakefield. Most have family in the coal industry, but it was still a vivid lesson.
It's dark and cold. It's ice cold, yeah. And it's dark. If you turn your lamps off, you can't see your hand in front of your face if you put it up to your nose.
The play's passed its first test in front of an audience of mining families.
They were all very moved. There were a lot of people crying. I think the youngsters found that hard to cope with in a production, to hear people in an audience crying, men as well as women.
A new memorial to the children is being built in Knabbs Wood. Money from the play and a whole week of events will help pay for it. It's all the brainchild of an ex-miner from Silkstone.
Something should be done for these children by the fact that they altered the whole history of the coal mine. There was an Act of Parliament brought out after the disaster which banned women and young girls from working underground altogether, and young boys at 12. We owe them a lot, I think, by the fact that this is one of the prices of coal.
At the parish church, a safely kept record of the mass burial. It may be 150 years since the ink dried on these pages, but it seems the children are still touching the hearts of the community entrusted with their memory.
They lie within a common grave, in death their company keeping. 11 girls and 15 boys forever lie sleeping. Although they died within the mine, they did not die in vain. And though they sleep forevermore, forever live their names.
Well, that was Barbara Govan reporting on the tragedy of Huskar Pit 150 years ago.